Welcome to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. I'm Patrick Ottner.
I'm Brian Lynch. Patrick, how's your hump day going?
Well, today's Thursday, Brian, because that's when our podcast comes out.
I know, but we're not recording it on a Thursday. Come on. Everyone knows we're not doing these live.
We should.
Okay, let's do one live. I would love to do one from an audience.
We'll do it live.
Oh, I get it.
My hump day is going great because we recorded an episode on one of my favorite episodes of television, Brian.
This is an iconic episode.
Yes. This podcast, we do audio commentaries on movies and TV shows with people who made them, worked on them in some way, but they never got to do an audio commentary for it, and they never really got to talk about it at length.
Well, that's over, because now they get to.
Now they can. And if you're out there and you're saying, I worked on something cool, I want to talk about it at length, just reach out. Leave a review on Apple, and we'll reach out via your review.
Oh, that'd be great.
Today, Brian, we're doing the pilot of the X-Files.
The X-Files is one of the most iconic shows of all time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
100%. Show ran for 11 seasons, 2 movies, 2 spinoffs.
Right.
A very large impact on pop culture in the 90s especially, but also the television landscape.
Still affecting TV today.
Yeah, a show I love a lot. And the pilot's really fun. And Robert Mandel is a guy who's directed a bunch of movies, a bunch of TV, a journeyman director. He
directed School Ties, which is a brilliant movie that we talk about a little bit.
FX,
which is a great movie.
Yep.
Directed one of the episode of The Practice,
yeah.
Lost.
Yeah,
we talk about a bunch of these things. And he's great. He's had such a great career, and he was a real joy to talk to.
You can watch the X-Files on Hulu. You can watch it on Disney Plus in some places. There's a really good Blu-ray set that's out there.
It looks so good.
They
it's out there?
It's out there. The Blu-ray is out there. It's all remastered. It's 16:9, everything. They went back to the original film negatives and up-resed it as much as they could possibly, with it still looking fantastic, and it's never looked better. I told Brian this, one of my favorite facts about it is they brought all the stuff to Fox to say, we're redoing this, but we have to redo all the text on the screen. What is the font that they used? And Fox said, we have no idea. And they had to go make a new font.
And they did it.
They did a pretty good job.
It's the third time in my life I've heard that story.
But I think that'll probably be the last time in your life.
No, because I'm going to listen to this podcast like 8 times.
Really?
That's like 11 times I've heard that story.
You listen to this podcast 8 times?
Yeah. I do one for me.
Yeah. One for me.
But just listening to it without watching the show. One while watching the show.
Okay.
I do one with my wife to see her reaction.
Who?
My wife. I do one with my kid to see their reaction.
Yeah.
I then I do it just to make sure I didn't get too far away from my original thoughts. I go back to myself, so that's 5. And then I go out in the middle of the street and watch it I pick a random stranger and give them $25.
That's
no
pretty
more,
good.
no less to watch it with me. That's 6. And then because it usually leads to an awkward day of hanging out with a stranger after that, I go back and watch it again by myself, 7.
Yeah.
And then I watch it once with you, and you tell me everything I did wrong, and that's 8.
Which one is your favorite of those 8?
The one where I get told what I do wrong by you.
You like that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like I'm used to it.
Anyways, you can pull up the episode.
See, now I'm going to hear next time that we do that I was too long and that didn't work as a bit. Patrick's going to lecture me.
And you can either listen to this podcast as a commentary, or you can just listen to it like a podcast, which is normally what Brian does on one of those 8 times.
Just listen to it, man.
You never sync it up when you're listening to it?
That's the second time.
That's with your wife.
No, my wife is the third one.
Oh, she's the third.
Second one is by myself, but watching it with the TV or movie.
I think we get a lot of cool insight into this episode, and also like what it's like to kick off a show and like really get a pilot going.
The steps of birthing something completely new.
Yes, because it's so much different than, popping it in the middle for an episode when they've got it all figured out.
Yeah, it's the difference between having a baby and being a nanny for a baby. One, you help create. The other, you just watch for a little bit, make sure it doesn't die.
And you get paid.
You get paid?
To be a nanny?
Oh, I owe my nanny an apology. Oh, boy.
We're going to count down from 3 and then say go. If you're watching it along, press play when we say go. Here we go.
Sounded like you said if you're watching it alone.
I can't imagine. Or if you're watching this with someone, let us know.
Yeah.
Go leave a review on our Apple podcast and tell us, I watched this with my friend.
And then tell us the friend's name.
All right, here we go. In
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we're here, Brian. We're watching the X-Files pilot.
It's exciting.
We're here with the director, Robert Mandel. How are you, Robert?
I'm fine, thanks. Thanks
Good.
for having me.
Thank you for doing this. This is such a totemic show in pop culture. and you were there for the beginning. What did you think when you first got approached to do this? How did you first get approached to do this?
I was first approached to do this by my agent, and I read the script, and I must say I hadn't read anything like it.
Sure.
And it fascinated me, so I just decided to sign on. Met Chris Carter, of course. He and I became real close, and I knew we could work together, which is the most important part of doing any pilot or any show. And that was that.
Wow.
What are the things that you look for when you're like, I think I'm going to be able to work with this person?
Well, first of all, an openness to collaborate. I had some ideas. I knew this kind of show, how I wanted to approach it. He wanted to know that too. And I had seen a very old by now mystery, I think, on public television called Prime Suspect with Helen Mirren.
Oh, sure.
And I remember discussing it with him because I wasn't sure many people had seen it or were interested in it. And it was done so, what I considered low-key, meaning that the mystery took over the show, and the characters, or the actors playing the characters, were just there to solve the crime.
Yep.
And it was the first time on television I hadn't seen that kind of drama played like that. So I talked to him about it, and he was very open to it. He had seen it too. And I said, we should have, because everything is so fantastic in this, meaning implants and abductions, that we should really approach it in a very serious way.
Yeah.
Like Prime Suspect was approached.
Like play it straight.
Play it straight.
Yeah.
Completely.
Had you ever shot in Canada before?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
How much did they, were you there for casting at all?
Yes, of course. And I believe from the beginning, Fox was very interested in Mulder.
Yes, Duchovny, David Duchovny.
David Duchovny.
Yes.
And they hadn't found Gillian. So we had many tests.
Hey,
hey, that's me. Okay, I was waiting
You
for
were
it.
waiting for it. You
All
were
right,
ready.
That's why I forgot David's name. I was just waiting for it. All right. So they knew David, and I forget what he had done for them. But I had seen him, and we all agreed he was great. We didn't have a female lead, and we were looking for that lead, and tested many actresses, as I recall.
Is that exciting for you? Is casting fun?
Casting's fun.
Yeah.
It's different. I've done many features, I think, as you know, and this was, I don't know if it was the first time I had done television, but I hadn't done too much television at this point. At this point in my career, there was a big gap between television and features. I was very interested in features. TV sets were very small.
Sure.
They weren't doing the kind of work they're doing now on television, which of course is fantastic. So I was really interested in features, and when so television is much more of a group effort, I would call it, when it comes to casting. The executives are in the room, and they have callbacks, and then they have a lot of people waiting outside, a lot of women for this part of Gillian's part.
Yeah.
And then they all come in, and maybe they read with David or other people, but and then they wait outside, and then they're discussed, and then they come in again and wait outside, and then they're discussed again. So I would say it's a terribly, there's a lot of tension in the room, both for them, well, more so for them.
Sure.
But also in the room with executives.
Yeah.
As a director, it's tense too, because you have your thoughts. Chris had his thoughts, and of course, the executives have their thoughts. All of that's discussed at length, and then an actor is brought back. anyway, that's it's a very tense process.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. So is it fun? Not that part of it. The smaller roles are fun.
Yeah. Were you involved with the cigarette smoking man at all? Did you cast him? Do you remember? There's a guy in this who becomes the main villain of the show.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure we did cast him. I've forgotten from where, but the main part of casting that I remember two things. One was casting Gillian, which was a very big deal, and we were very happy when that was over.
Yeah.
And so happy with her performance, of course.
Did you know when she came in that it was her when she read, or did it take a while?
It took a while. I don't think she had very much experience at all, if any.
Yeah.
And I think that certainly delayed the decision.
Okay.
Yeah. But
how much of the tone of the show was set by Chris versus you on set, or you guys in pre-production? Did he know exactly this is what the lighting's going to look like? This is what the vibe of the show is going to be? Or do you bring that?
Here's the thing. I think Chris, to my knowledge, which is not great now, to my knowledge, I think he had done several pilots before that hadn't gone. So he was much more familiar with television, certainly, than I was.
Yeah.
But remember, we discussed the Prime Suspect movie. He'd watched it. And even though I can't remember that we discussed it with the network, because I'm not sure how they would feel about going toward a PBS kind of low-key drama, played straight. Now, of course, they loved it.
Sure.
But then it was a little dicey to talk to them about it. So I'm not sure we did, but we talked to each other a lot. We talked about the tone a lot. I think we were in complete agreement about, mainly because I keep thinking of Prime Suspect. When you can point to one specific TV show or movie where the energy level feels right, the tone feels right, it makes collaboration a lot easier. And when it came to the look of things, well, certainly we were up in Canada. We had a lot of rain and a lot of rain. I don't know how much was real and how much was created at this point, but quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think that really played into the look. I'm sure we both wanted that look.
Yeah.
There were scenes that I remember where Gillian and David are caught in the rain and have significant dialogue that they have to get out in the rain.
Yes.
And when I think of those scenes, I think of how great they were and what troopers they were, particularly as I remember Gillian really caught in the rain and getting out her dialogue.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was cold. It was raining. But it played so much into the look that I think we both wanted.
Yeah, that's great. How did you get your first directing gig?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, that takes me way back.
Yeah.
My experience was in the theater in New York, and I came from New York and went to AFI because I didn't know any of the mechanics of filmmaking. So it was an opportunity to learn about camera and editing, which I did, try to soak that up. I made a short at AFI. At that time, there were, I think, 20 of us who got grants to go to AFI, and then only 4 of us came back for the second year to make a movie. Of those 4, then the 4 movies were shown to every agent in town who came, because it was a very big deal. It was at Doheny, it was Beverly Hills, it was very easy to get to as opposed to today. So they all came. The short was enormously successful, played in Canada. New York Film Festival won the USA, won a lot of awards, and that's how I got my first film. Wow. Yeah. So,
that's amazing. That a short can get you that at that time, you know?
At that time it did. There there weren't that many festivals or many film schools for that matter.
Yeah.
So if you made a short that was pretty much acclaimed, and particularly if it got into the New York Film Festival, it was a very big deal. So yes.
Did that help? Because you worked at AFI for a very long time.
Later on,
yeah.
They asked me to be the dean of the conservatory, and it's not far from where we are right now.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I went back because it had given me so much. It was a chance for me to give back, but I had great memories of my time there. I mean, it turned my life around. Theater was great. I loved it. It was clearly my first love, and I loved working with actors. But I had no idea of that, and I didn't think I was particularly adept at the mechanics of filmmaking. But I was eager. I was certainly ambitious, and they were patient, and so I learned a lot at AFI.
What was your short about?
The short was called Nights at O'Rear's. It was about a romance that took place at a drive-in movie theater, and it was about kind of like the star cowboy at the time, and with a kind of homely waitress.
Okay.
And she embarrassed him and went on the radio to tell the world that he loved her, and then he got violent with her.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Broke her leg.
Wow.
So yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was from a short story, as I recall.
Yeah. Now this guy on the left, he comes back a few times on X-Files playing different characters.
Right.
Oh, really?
Which I think is fun. Yeah. That's my little tidbit for the scene. Do you like shooting on location versus shooting in a studio?
I do very much, very, very much. I love discovering the locations. I think I love the people who you find there. I think I just the closer you can get to reality, the better for me.
Yeah.
Because on stage you're always creating reality, and I remember, I'm not sure if in this movie or another one, but I was asked about creating a forest on stage, and you know, it may look great. You can control the light. You have a lot more control on stage, of course. But as close as you can get to reality for the actors, for everybody involved, the better you are. Everybody gets to the location, and they just have a whole different sense of what they need to bring to it.
Yeah.
I'd like to, if I may, it's very interesting now that you brought that up.
Yeah.
I did a movie called The Substitute. And in that movie, there had to be some gang members. And I remember it was in Florida. We went to the Dade County cops because I couldn't find support extras who really were or could be believed as gang members.
Sure.
I didn't think. And so we brought some gang members who were trying to make the transition. Cops were on the set. Tom
Berenger?
Thank you.
Sure.
Tom Berenger came up. The kids who were in high school or had dropped out of high school, they couldn't read, they couldn't pick up their cues, but they got it. And he was so grateful.
Yeah.
Because you wonder, an actor, particularly Tom Berenger at the time, is a star. He comes on, nobody picks up cues, nobody really can do what actors do. But the sense of reality in the room, the sense of trying to control them, when you tell them, pretend your substitute teacher isn't in the room, what would you be doing? And when they create havoc in that classroom, and then Tom Berenger has to walk in and stop the havoc, that's the reality you want to bring to a set. So, yes, you can do that much more easily on location than you can on a soundstage.
Of course. I love talking about reality while this alien corpse is on the table. I think it's a very fun.
Yes, but that's why it has to be approached like prime suspect.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they play it completely straight.
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
I mean, for a TV show at this time, it looks so good still.
Yep.
And especially now that it's been, remastered on
Right.
Blu-ray and all that stuff, like it
Right.
looks like a movie. And that's, I feel like, very impressive because TV at that time, like you said, was treated as sort of second-class citizens or, a different level.
It was a different level. Tom Del Ruth had, of course, made several features before he did this, and we were on a very tight schedule.
Oh, what was
all television?
What was the shooting schedule for the
Oh, I
pilot?
just can't remember, but it was I don't know,
Probably a week or
no, it was probably more than a week.
Yeah.
Let's say 2, but now pilots get a lot more than that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of rehearsal time with them before you shot?
Well, coming out of the theater, I always love rehearsals.
Sure.
And sometimes you don't know if actors like it or not. But these two did. We did. Well, when you say a lot of rehearsal
Right.
time, we're talking about 2 days,
Couple
maybe,
days.
in between costume fittings. But they knew what to do with it. And I will say, when you rehearse a lot, it gives you freedom to ad-lib and do all the rest of it. It's not like you're locked into what you've done at rehearsal, but you're just so comfortable with where you have to be and what you basically what props you have to use and what you're going to be doing that you're free to ad-lib.
Sure. Was Chris did he like people sticking to the script or he was loose?
He liked people sticking
Yeah, of
to
course.
the script. That's his prerogative.
Do you like doing a lot of takes?
That's a yes or no question. There are certain scenes in a movie that you feel are essential. There's a scene in X-Files. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I remember when David talks about his sister being abducted, and they are just talking. They are literally talking. Camera, I don't think. Oh, it's moving slowly, I believe. But everybody wants to get it right. People feel that it's a core scene. You want to get it right. By the way, when we're talking about a lot of takes, I mean on a pilot, as I recall, if you did 5 to 7 takes, that was a lot of
That was
takes.
a lot.
Because,
Sure.
I mean, anything over 3 or 4 was a lot.
Yeah.
So when you get to a core scene, you like to get it right. Sometimes the actors feel better. So it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite set that you've worked on that wasn't one of yours? Like one that you got brought in for, episodic TV or something like that?
Well, it's hard to say favorite. Some sets, like The Practice or, different from being on location. You come into a studio, the lights are all set. You come in, it's ready for you. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot to do with the look.
Sure.
You're a guest. Of course, a pilot's fantastic because you're creating it with the writer and everybody else. Nobody. Oh, I'm looking at the the marks. I remember. I remember asking Chris about the implant in Billy Miles's nose, and I said we have to do this like Prime Suspect. We have to be very serious. Very serious about the implants up the nose. But you know what we found out, and I don't remember how. You do a movie about ghosts, and you find out about all these people who've seen ghosts, and there are ghost support groups.
Yeah.
You do a movie about abductions, there are abduction support groups.
Yeah.
There are people who have been abducted, they come. So the people who've experienced it, and the groups they formed, bring a level of reality that, as someone who hasn't experienced it, you buy into completely.
Yeah, sure.
Not to mention, since you asked about casting, how many people come in when you're doing a ghost story who have seen ghosts, and when you're doing a story like this, how many people come in for casting and tell you about stories of
Oh, interesting.
knowing people who have been abducted?
Yeah.
I don't think they're true.
Sure.
I was just going to ask if you're a believer in ghosts.
No, I mean, I don't think the stories you hear are
Right.
necessarily true.
Yeah.
But it's great in right away you're
Of
talking
course.
about you're having a conversation.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Yeah.
if they can buy into it a little bit more for themselves, I'm sure it helps their
Absolutely.
process. You know?
Absolutely. Everybody on the set bought into it.
Yeah.
And I get, again, major kudos to Chris because he created it, completely bought into it.
Of course.
He found a lot of the set dressing of
Mm-hmm.
the what was on David's wall.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now iconic, yeah.
Yes, he found that a lot of that.
So this is, I mean, you were really in the woods for this scene, I'm assuming.
All the time.
Yeah. Because
All
you
the
mentioned
time.
like they maybe wanted you to do it on a set. You thought.
No. I don't know that they did.
Yeah.
A lot of forests are created on the set.
Yeah. But you can tell that this is real. Like you can tell that
Yeah,
they're really in
no,
it.
they're there.
Yeah.
It's cold. It's night. See, she's so great here.
She's really great. And she's so young. She's like 22 or something like that. Like we
Yeah.
looked it up earlier and
But when an actor discovers something like that close up of Gillian, when an actor discovers something, it's great when you see it. I was just watching a great TV moment in a television show where Sarah Snook discovers that her child has been kidnapped.
yeah.
And she discovers it.
Yeah.
One long take. And it's not the same, but Gillian discovering the truth of this
Yeah.
is quite great.
Sarah's amazing. Like, also like Jillian, where you're like, I'm so happy that someone found them.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that they exist and they're able to like work and we get to watch them. We're very lucky with certain actors where you're like, they're great. And it's just cool that they're around.
Well, Gillian's.
Did you get a feeling while you're making this that it was going to be special? I mean, I'm sure you didn't anticipate it being one of the most beloved shows of all time. But.
You really don't. Yeah. And by the way, when it first came out, I'm not sure how special it was.
Yeah.
I
Took a
think
second.
Fox had faith in it. And, directors are gone at that moment. I don't know if Chris stays or I don't know who's still around.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure there's focus groups and even though the numbers I think were not that high at the beginning, I think the focus groups probably loved it because Fox really stayed with it.
Mm-hmm. Were there any shows that you wish you could have directed on?
The Pit.
Yeah.
Oh, you still can. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
it's still
making
going.
them. Yeah.
You got time.
No, actually, it's a digression, but one of the things I do now to bring some balance into my life after AFI and my directing, I wanted to do something far away from what I was doing.
Yeah.
And so I work once a week at an emergency room.
Oh, wow.
They don't have orderlies now, so it's like a volunteer, and I do a lot of stuff there. And I'm thinking as I do, I think, now I should be directing
Right.
ER.
Yeah.
Now I really should be doing
That's amazing. What drew you to want to do that?
I was a pre-med major before I gave it all up for the theater. So I have some comfort in the hospital for sure.
Yeah.
And I have 2 kids. I've been into emergency rooms. I have seen what they need. It's not quite like the Pit where I am,
Right.
But they are understaffed. They are overworked. They are.
Wow. Yeah.
And so when I was thinking of what I could do, I tried. Meaning I wanted to do something at least once a week, some volunteer work. So I tried mentoring. I tried to do other things, and then I realized I could do this.
Wow.
And it's rigorous, but it
really
brings
cool.
a lot of balance into your life when
I'm
you're
sure.
doing something like that. A lot of balance.
Wow.
Here's the rain I think I was talking about.
Yes.
But they see, look at that.
Yeah.
It's great.
The shots are so good.
They act so well, like they're not.
And dialogue through the rain
Right.
here. I remember Jillian, I think, even after all these years, I remember Jillian getting all of this out.
I mean, it's so much technical jargon too. At the same time that they're like having to concentrate on the rain,
That's
having to
right.
concentrate on the big words, having to
That's
concentrate
right.
on, yeah. Do you remember they must have ADR'd all this, right?
He
I'm
probably did.
sure.
Yeah, they had to have.
I'm sure. I have to tell you, I don't remember the AD. I mean, I was there if
Of course,
they ADR'd, but people want to get it so right
Sure.
the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
They do not want to ADR the rain.
Yeah.
Because they just can't recreate it.
Mm-hmm. Do you like shooting on film versus digital or video or anything?
Well, I was certainly in the middle of the transition of it all.
Yeah.
It's like saying, do you like cutting on
If yeah.
yeah. I'm just, this is so
Was this a network
interesting.
note? Now we're just watching.
Yeah.
Well, no,
That was good.
I think the scene is coming up where he.
Oh, this
Yeah.
the next scene where they talk about the sister.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think this was done a couple of times
Mm-hmm.
Right.
since you asked. But I think it was about the lighting and about the a lot going on here.
Yeah.
But
Did you think they should have gotten together as a couple?
well, I will say that Chris was genius keeping them apart.
Yeah,
all these
for a
years.
long time.
Oh, for a long.
How long did they
time.
stay apart?
I think it's like 6 seasons,
Wow.
5 or 6 seasons. It's a while.
They have pretty amazing chemistry in this episode
yeah.
already.
Yeah.
I mean, you're feeling it the whole time. You're like, they should be,
Well, it looked like right there. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But this is Chris, smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's
And-
the scene.
Yeah. This is anyway. He talks about his sister here.
Mhm.
This became how we did it. The framing, all of that was, and the rain, of course.
He's great in it.
And Chris is there every day on set, obviously.
He's there,
Does he let you?
very much.
Okay,
so.
great. I didn't know how to
Yeah.
word that, but you understood what I was saying.
Do your
No,
thing.
no.
He trusts you. Like, yeah, there's a trust.
Yes. Yes. No, and there are a lot of different producers,
Mhm.
and the best of them can not only support you, but give you a certain confidence, so you grow and you even get better as they're there. Particularly if the producer is the writer.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I come from the theater, so I'm very used to having the writer there, and I really want the writer there. A lot of directors are uncomfortable with the writer there. I love the writer there. To me, he's he's the truth. He's why I came aboard. So I felt that way about Chris, and I think he knew it.
Yeah.
So we were very comfortable with each other. I didn't feel threatened on any level, nor did he. We only wanted it to work.
Yeah, of course.
We had the same goal in mind.
Yeah, especially on a pilot.
Yes.
If it's the 19th episode of season 4, you're like,
Yes.
it's gonna work. It'll be fun.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
That's right.
But pilot, you're like, we got to get this on the air.
Right.
Is the network on set every day?
No.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Well, let's go to the location.
That's true. Okay.
Let's go
Yeah.
to it rather
Yeah.
than be on the stage or on location.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, come out in the middle of the woods at 4 a.m. You're like, we're good.
No, they're not there.
What do you
And
think?
I suppose sometimes that's a function of what the dailies are looking like
Sure.
back at the network.
What's the biggest difference for you directing a stage production versus a TV production or a film production?
Well, who will I hear? The truth is, when you're directing a stage production, the whole idea is, as a director, you're going to leave. And the actors are going to take that over night to night, 8 performances a week. And so you want them to take it over and eventually know much more about it than you will.
Yeah.
You're going to be gone. Here, you're there all the time, and they're only doing 3 pages of dialogue a day on a pilot, or less than that. They don't have to do 2 hours worth of dialogue. And,
Sure.
It's completely different. There's no audience.
Yeah.
And also, somebody told me this. I thought it was great. In the theater, you're stationary. You're looking at it one way. When you're a director of film, you get to choose how the audience looks at any given scene at any given time. So you move the camera. You choose how the audience is going to see it. Yeah.
That's fascinating. I've never heard it put that way before.
No, I think when I came to AFI, I remember asking what the magic was of film. I said, sometimes you go to the theater and you see Peter Pan fly, and the audience breathe. They can't believe it. They catch their breath, and suddenly Peter Pan is flying over their heads. And it's a big emotional moment. And I said, what is the magic of film? And they said to me, film is the magic. You don't have to look for more magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What was your favorite production that you worked on theatrically, like on a stage? I know favorite's a hard word.
Well, it's also very long ago. It's very long ago.
Yeah.
Say Guys and Dolls. It's fine.
Yeah, everyone did Guys and Dolls.
Yeah, and it was a big hit.
Yeah,
and I
everyone
loved every minute. No, I really can't remember.
okay.
I remember
That's
doing Sleuth
Oh,
on stage. And Sleuth was, I remember the moment where he takes his mask off in Sleuth and he exposes, you realize, as the audience, you realize you've been completely fooled.
Yeah.
That's always great.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you ever wish there's an audience when you're directing a TV show or a movie?
Well, interesting you should bring that up.
Thank
because you show you show a TV show, and this happened on the X-Files, I think. You show a TV show to executives at a certain point, and I think they wanted humor. They wanted there to be places, I believe, where David and Gillian had moments of humor. And I remember this, we watched it, 4 people in the room, there was Chris and I was there, and then maybe 2 or 3 executives, and we're watching it. And one executive said to another, "Do you think this is funny?" They watched it, and one chuckled, "Do you think this is funny?" And the one said, I think so. What do you think? And they said, "Well, yeah, I think so." And as a director coming from film or theater, I said to myself, you'll never know.
Yeah.
Because you won't see it in front of an audience.
Yeah.
You won't know.
Yeah.
Right.
You're just relying on your own feelings. And
what. And, I watch movies. I watch one battle after another, for example. And I watched it on TV.
Yeah.
Big mistake, but I
Okay.
did it.
Yeah.
And I know that in the theater, there was a lot of laughter.
Oh, it was great. The energy was great.
Yeah, and I knew it as I watched it.
Sure.
So it's different.
Was there talk about adding a laugh track to the pilot?
I have a friend who worked on a sitcom
Right.
called Big Lake, and it was on Comedy Central. It did not last that long.
Right.
But they shot it without an audience, and then they had people watch it later and recorded the laugh track later.
Yes.
And it feels so jarring.
Right.
Like, it feels so weird.
Because How I Met Your Mother did the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
I've heard of people of I've heard of that.
It's just you get the people in the room, and it's a different thing.
Yes.
Also, they've proven really good at comedy and other things.
Yeah.
Jillian and David
And
are both
later
fantastic.
episodes too.
Yes,
There's like
and
yes.
really funny episodes of this show.
As I watch this, what I think is Interesting. And again, it goes back to how Chris and I talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
The need to know, the need to solve the problem. That's what they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And when the need is so alive in the actors, it plays against an earnestness. And because I don't like it when these serious movies become earnest. When they're very serious and when they think they're solving the problems of the world.
Sure, yes.
Here are two people who just need to know the truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another scene in the rain where there's a lot of dialogue.
They look miserable.
But they also,
They were. Wait until the end with Julian. I will never forget this.
Well, she is shaking. Like her lips are quivering.
It is really cold. It is. Watch this.
But they're acting like it is not raining. Like the characters are like going through the.
Well, again, it's the need to know.
Right,
it's pushing through all of that.
Yeah.
There's probably umbrellas in the car.
Look at her.
Yeah.
And trust me, I think we did takes. Trust me, she didn't look like this in the beginning of the night.
Oh. But that's what happened. You're shooting in Canada. Like, so much of this show is rain and fog.
Look how great this is.
Of course,
for her,
yeah.
Beautiful, yeah.
I mean, look at the rain and the cold, and all of that is adding to everything she's doing.
Yes. And the sense of, once she has that breakthrough where she's laughing and stuff, it makes it feel so much more intense and like so much more real.
Yeah. And she, as again, I don't think she's done very much before this.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. What she was doing there is very tough.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, the boy who plays Billy Miles is really good.
Creepy.
He's very creepy, and like he comes back later in 1 or 2 episodes, and he's a good actor. And you don't get to see a ton of it in this because he's catatonic for a lot of it, but he's good. How
do you cast him? Just who's got the creepiest eyes when they come in? Or
probably. And I remember he didn't. He had a bit to do in the pilot.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we weren't. It wasn't quite as important as it became.
Right. Of course.
A lot of actors really grow with the role. This woman, as I recall, had some theater background, as I recall.
They've all got great looks. Like all of the guest actors in this episode and the show in general, she just got a good look on her, and it's a big part of the show.
And it's back to tone and back to it's
that's
everyone
right.
gets it. Everyone is on the same page, and I'm sure you had the talk with them. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, yes, and I think they sense too, because Chris is on the set, that Chris and I feel at that time it was like Chris and I were one person.
Mm-hmm.
They completely trusted me, but they had deep respect for Chris. So it was that relationship was great.
No, it's not raining.
The one night.
Well, one thing about being being on the set or not on the set, and I see it here, and I don't remember exactly where I see it, but I see it raining in one frame and then not quite raining enough in the next frame. It doesn't necessarily go from rain to no rain, but it definitely changes.
It varies, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Also, when you're watching this in HD,
I feel like it's more obvious.
On a 1993 TV, you would not have noticed it as much.
Here it's raining.
Yeah.
And on the last shot, it wasn't raining.
Yeah.
It's the aliens. It's fine.
Do you think about, are there things that you may not wanted people to have seen, but now they can see it because it's so HD. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure there's makeup effects on things or whatever that are just so much more pronounced now.
Yes.
It does look beautiful though. It looks really
good.
Well, this looks...
Do you go back and watch your stuff?
No,
No.
I don't.
Yeah. Why is that?
It's so... You're so immersed in it as you're doing it.
Mhm.
And, I mean, it represents just this isolated time in your life.
Mhm.
That's all I can say. And then you're moving on. I mean, you're moving on,
Yeah.
doing other things. I've been asked, and I have shown clips of different things I've worked on.
Mhm.
That's different than watching something like this from beginning to
Sure.
end.
Well, I appreciate you doing
But
this.
no, but this, it brings me back because I haven't seen these actors in a long time.
Yeah.
I saw them at the 100th. They had a 100th party,
Uh-huh.
and I saw them, and it's always I bumped into. I mean, Jillian, of course, doesn't live here, but David, I bumped into.
Yeah.
It's always great.
You directed another forest-heavy episode of a TV show that I love, which is Lost.
Oh yes, I did. That's right. That's a forest.
There's a jungle.
That
there's
was
a
real.
forest,
That
there's
was
a lot
all
of
real.
trees.
All
Yeah,
tree.
yeah.
Yeah, that was all real.
What was that
Yeah.
experience like for you?
That was great. It was different. I was coming in as a guest director. Everybody had been cast. Everything had been set.
Yeah.
It's a completely different experience. You want to be a good guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but I loved the show. I thought the actors were great. I thought the people were. It was fine. It's different. I think it's what was it? 8 days, 7 or 8 days to shoot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you're in and out. It's all been created,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not as rewarding.
Yeah.
Certainly as a pilot, for sure. There's, just completely different.
Was it nice shooting in Hawaii, or was
Yes.
it difficult? Yeah. Okay, yeah, great.
Better than
Great,
this,
great,
better
great.
than-
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that part was great.
Also rains a lot there, though. You
In
get
Hawaii,
a lot
sure,
of rain
sure.
in
It
Hawaii.
does.
You know?
It feels a little different when
That's
it rains
true.
in Hawaii.
Yeah,
It feels a little different.
Yeah.
Are X-Files and Lost the two things that people light up the most about when they heard that you worked on them? Because they're so beloved? Or is it you've worked on so many things?
I suppose. I mean, I think for television, for sure.
Sure.
I mean, I think School Ties is a big
Of course,
thing. And, when you think about those kids in School Ties
Yeah.
and where they are today.
How are they doing? They doing good?
They're doing fine. So,
Would you come back and do School Ties with us?
Ooh. Ooh.
I would love to. I love
Alright,
Okay,
alright,
good.
well,
I
no,
love
no,
School
no,
Ties.
School Ties. You have some really great experiences, and to me it shows in the work.
It's beautiful.
It shows in the work. I mean, this was a great experience with Chris. School Ties was a great experience with Sherry Lansing. It shows in the work.
I think this was your next thing after School Ties. I
It
was
may
looking
have
at
been.
your IMDb, and I
It
think
may
it
have
was
been.
that and then
Yes.
this. Yeah.
Yes, it may have been.
I mean, that's another insane casting
Oh, my
job.
God.
You know, like,
everyone
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was. I enjoyed that.
Mhm.
Jillian and David did very well from this.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
yes.
yeah.
She's, as I said, I mean, you see certain things when they're young.
Yeah.
You're young too, by the way. But you see David.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw Jillian doing what she's doing today.
Right.
Yeah.
I just never saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew she was great. I knew she was like a dog with a bone. Just,
Yeah.
but I never saw her doing the kind of work she's doing today.
That's got to be so exciting.
It's very
You're like, I
exciting.
had no
Start it.
idea.
Yeah.
That's amazing that you had that in you. You know, like.
And
I
you
know.
helped start it.
Yes.
Like you kickstarted.
Yeah,
it.
Well, yeah. I mean, another guy who I think that about, and I've seen since, is Brendan Fraser.
Of
I
course.
mean, I never. Well, obviously he was great in School Ties.
Yes.
But did I see what is happening now?
Yeah.
It's great. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
So that's a fun thing.
It's the nice thing about getting it on the ground floor with young people, where you're like,
It is.
It,
Well,
sometimes it really happens. And
It
then,
is.
Yeah.
But if it goes the other way,
It's true. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
She, Scully had a boyfriend in this episode. Do you remember that?
it was cut out.
They deleted some scenes. It's okay if you don't remember it, but we watched them. They were on the
Yeah,
disc.
they're on the Blu-ray.
Who was cast as her?
I don't remember.
I could probably figure it out.
Um,
Let's see.
I don't remember.
She
I
visits him
directed.
at work and says, "I have to go away," and he's like, "But we were supposed
He's
to go
actually
away."
in this scene.
He's in this scene, and they cut him out.
Yeah, you don't see him in it.
He's spooning her right now.
Yes.
She had. I have no.
She does. I probably watched the scene.
Tim Ransom is the actor's name. Yeah, I don't know.
He's gonna be very upset to hear not remembered. He knew about Mulder, right, in the scene.
Yes.
He's like, "Oh, I've heard about that guy."
He looks like this. That's him.
For the audience at home, Patrick is showing a
Showing a
picture
photo of
of
Tim
Tim Ramsden. Tim Ramsden.
It is they're interesting scenes though, because it does like change the dynamic.
It feels like a different show. It feels
Yeah.
more like a relationship show when
Yeah.
it was on.
That's so.
We'll get him on next. We'll see.
I'm so.
No, it's okay. It's okay. This
God.
scene is great, and
Yeah,
it's very.
We did. Yes.
Yeah,
I remember the scene very well.
I was gonna say the production design is very fun because I'm sure all these boxes
It's
are
great.
empty for the most part. You know.
It's great.
What if they were all the episodes? Like they thought that far in advance.
Yeah.
Everything had a different.
I wish they ended every episode with
He's
this.
great. And was he smoking cigarettes in this one?
He was in the first scene, but not here.
Yeah.
he
But
was
then
when
he
you see him.
Then he becomes the cigarette smoker
Right.
Yes.
guy.
He probably it's too
Look
flammable
at
this
this.
room for him to smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a great.
Look at that camera move. So good.
And again, I gotta say, this set, the look of this, Chris had so much to do with this. This is
Oh, I'm sure.
one of his key. I mean, for him, this was key.
Is it exciting when you have a crane on the set?
Yes,
People love a crane.
yes, but I bet nowadays it's more.
It's like drones.
That's what I was
A lot
going to
of
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drone shot and the drone shot probably replaces.
Yeah. I'm sure
that.
it's so much cheaper
And
too.
Mark Snow, let us not forget Mark
Yes.
Snow's contribution to this show.
The music in this is
Great.
It's amazing.
He was great. We worked with him too.
Oh wow! It said stunt coordinator Ken Kersinger. And does anyone know who Ken Kersinger? This
I
is
know
a
the
fun
name.
little
I know the
fun
name.
little thing. He is one of the Jasons in
Yes.
Friday the 13th.
That's right. Where they shoot him in Canada.
Yeah,
usually.
he's
In
like
the woods.
Jason in like Friday the 13th
Oh,
Part
really?
8 or something like that. Yeah. That's
Wow.
there you go.
That was part 8 was not Ken Kersinger.
Oh, okay. Do you have any? What are your lasting thoughts on this? Your takeaways from this show as we wrap up?
Well, here are my takeaways. First of all, I think I do myself a great disservice by not watching a lot my work after.
Yes.
I agree.
Because this has been quite interesting to watch, and really delightful.
Amazing.
So that's a big takeaway. And when you finish a show, any show, there are great experiences you have, and then there are not.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I don't want to mention mine in any way. This happened to be a great experience at the time. And all these years later, as I watch it, I remember Chris being there. I remember these people. I remember there was not controversy a lot. I'm sure there was,
Right.
but there wasn't. There was time. You're always worried about time. There was rain. There was camera in the rain, lighting in the rain. So there was that. But as far as tone or acting or what was needed, there wasn't a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
That's not always true.
That's true.
That's all.
Kind
That's
of the ideal set is no controversy.
well,
It's-
and there I've had a few great shows like that.
yeah.
To be sure, but as far as the television circumstance, since this I believe was my first one,
Mm-hmm.
it was great.
That's amazing.
obviously. Yeah, even though I did want to get back into film
Yeah.
at the time, I kind of all these years later, it was a. Should I have stayed more with the show? Would I have enjoyed it? Probably I would have.
Yeah.
But I was younger and I really wanted to do more movies, so
Yeah.
I did.
I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this.
This was great.
Great
and any
pleasure.
other thing you worked on
Pleasure.
you want to come back and
Anytime.
do, we would
Thank
love
you.
that. Truly
Thank
love
you
it.
very much. It's a pleasure being here.
The X-Files.
Oh,
You
is
like
that how it goes? Because
Yeah.
we didn't have a theme song in this one.
No theme song.
No, the theme song is so creepy and good.
Yeah.
And I think the pilot needed that. But other than that, great show.
Mark Snow, rest in peace to a king.
When did he pass?
This year, I think.
He left us with so much good stuff for our ears. Why are you laughing at the
And
man's passing?
Our eyes, Brian.
Why?
Because you can watch people play music.
I've never done that.
You've
That's
never watched people
I've never
play
watched
music?
anyone play music. I just assumed it was made, just like out of thin air. Is there? Are there podcasts about music where I can learn about how they make it?
I'm sure there are.
Oh, wow.
The soundtrack show, David W. Collins is the soundtrack show.
You know
really
so
good.
much stuff about podcasts.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I work in podcasts, Brian.
Oh, hey, do you have any Blu-rays out that I should be aware of that
Yeah,
you've
I
worked
do.
on or star in?
I do. I've got one out right now called I'm George Lucas, a Connor Ratliff story. You can buy it at georgelucastalkshow.com. It's a documentary about Connor Ratliff and the George Lucas Talk Show, which is a show that I produce and am on and all that.
You're in the documentary.
I'm in the documentary too. 2 discs, 57 audio commentaries. Well over 100 hours of bonus features. I've since added some things to the digital bonus features. So there are, I believe, if you get it, you get a QR code that will send you to a playlist of the stuff that couldn't fit on the discs. And I think there are 83 videos on that playlist of
That's
extra
great.
stuff.
Do you have it? You can do it right now. You can upload something new.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's so neat. And are you going to constantly do that?
maybe.
That'd be so fun. Years from now,
that's
just I'm
fun.
going to pop one in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, if you're listening to this, the George Lucas Talk Show doing a little mini, teeny tiny tour December 18th at the UCB in New York. We are doing an early and a late show. We have some cool guests booked for that.
Just say one of the guests. Go ahead.
I'm not going to do that.
Oh, come on. Give a
Is it
hint. How about a hint?
One of them is one of the main stars on a movie that we have covered on this podcast.
So exciting.
I'll just say it. I'll beep it.
No, it's okay. You don't have to. I know who you mean.
Who do I mean? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And then January 10th, we're doing a live reading of Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens at Dynasty Typewriter. Tickets are sold out for that, but you can live stream it.
And definitely do it.
at-
Because Patrick has some of the greatest actors, comedians,
There's a lot of
like,
good people in it.
personalities doing this one.
Yeah.
Just like he does all the other ones. It's great. It's such a good time.
GeorgeLucasTalkShow.com. You can get that there. January 13th, we're doing an early and a late show at Dynasty Typewriter in Los Angeles. And January, I think it's 16th, as part of the San Francisco Sketch Fest, we're going to be at the Great American Music Hall. You can get all those tickets at GeorgeLucasTalkShow.com. Please come out and see them, because those are big rooms that we got to fill, and I would love to see you there.
Who specifically do you want to see there?
Will Ball.
Oh, okay. Good. Will. That's good. I love Will.
Will's a good
Is
fan.
Will our number one fan?
I think Will's probably our number one
That's
fan.
great.
We like
Is Will our only fan?
Well.
Does Will have an OnlyFans?
Will, reach out.
What are our fans called? Do we have a name for them?
Ballheads.
Will.
Ballers.
Just Will.
Ballers.
Well, I don't think the fan base is named after one of our fans. It would be named after our podcast.
No one's ever done that before.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you want to call it? Hey heads?
Hey Heads is pretty good.
Me heads?
No, I don't know. We got
Commentary me's?
no. How about Lynch Mob? What do you think? The patty cakes.
Brian, do you have a Blu-ray out?
Nope.
Yes, you do.
I do. It's you get it or not. I don't care. It's called Big Helium Dog. It's a movie I made in '97 with some of the funniest people working in sketch comedy and movies. And it was when they're first starting out, so they look all young and they don't have facial hair yet.
Plug your movie that's coming out next year.
Next year,
Yeah.
it's a movie called I can't say the name yet. It hasn't been revealed.
You can.
Well, it's a sequel to Minions,
Yeah.
so we'll call it Minions 3 for now. Though that is not the title.
I know the title.
Okay, Patrick, we know
You know
came
the
to
title.
the test screening and you recorded.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
No, Minions 3 next summer. I think July. It's really funny. It's a great cast. Really, really good.
Can you name
very proud.
anyone in the cast?
Yeah, Pierre Coffin, who is the director and the co-writer of the movie with me, is the voice of the Minions.
Great.
He does all of them. Name a minion.
Bob.
Yeah, he did Bob.
Stuart.
He did Stuart.
Kevin.
He did Kevin.
I can't say anymore because they're spoilers.
Well, also, did you know, here's a little fun fact, that Jermaine Clement does a couple of voices in the Despicable Me, does a couple minions.
Wow.
And Chris Renaud, who's the co-director in a lot of the movies.
Sure.
You know the minion that has the little like sirens that goes be-do, be-do? That's Chris Renaud, not Pierre.
Oh, wow.
There's some minion things coming out to your X-Files episode. Yeah, so that comes out next year. Also, get Sixth Grade Superstar. It's a book I wrote for all ages. Judy Blume meets John Hughes. I wrote and drew it, and it's available on Amazon. It's a novel, and it's really funny, easy read. Wrote it for kids, but also adults will find it really funny. That's what I'm learning. A lot of adults find it funny. Go see Minions. I don't think it's going to move the needle at all, me talking about Minions.
How do you know? You don't know what our numbers are?
Do you think so?
Yeah, we're getting close to Rogan.
We're getting close to what?
Rogan.
Who? Oh, yeah, okay. I think you said Rodan. I'm like, the guy from Godzilla? That's cool. No, but we'll do a Minions 3 commentary, right?
I would love it.
I've got to figure out a way to do it so we can do it and get it out while it's in theaters. Yeah. But how would we do that? I won't have it on my computer.
You can get it at work.
I doubt it.
No one at work will have a copy of it?
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to let me do that. If I tell them what we're doing, I don't think they're going to be like, yeah, you can do that.
What if you do it the week it comes out?
But how?
Well, here's the other thing. No one's going to be listening to it in the theater anyways.
Yeah, maybe they'll go see it again. They'll see it once and then they'll go see it to listen to the commentary.
I bet if you asked someone at work, we could record it at your office with you and someone else who worked on it.
Maybe. I don't know. Look, who knows?
You just got to try.
I won't know unless I ask. I wonder if I'll get a theatrical. I'm just kidding. It'll get a theatrical. All right. Thank you for listening. Join our Patreon. Get a lot of cool stuff.
Patreon.com/commentary.
Okay, Patrick. I know. Why are you telling me?
They don't know.
Oh, sorry. And we're putting a lot of cool stuff up there. And soon we're going to have Patreon exclusive episodes where it's just you and I talking about shit.
I would love to do that.
Okay. We'll do one right after this.
Okay.
Our first one on Patreon is going to be 20 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good.
So go to our Patreon and sign up at anyone $5 and over gets our super secret podcast called Hey, That's Us.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Hey That's Me Commentary Podcast. This has been a That Was Just So Funny production. Your hosts have been Brian Lynch and Patrick Hotner. Music was by Alex Peabody and our art was by Abigail Noy. You can find out more about the show by going to heythat'smepod.com and checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/commentary. If you've enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Please tell your friends about this show.
No!